Okay, another dumb argument. Kyle was unfair in using an AR-15 rifle to defend himself that night in Kenosha. How dare he? Those poor people that attacked him, they didn't have an AR-15. Why can't he use one? Well, guess what? We're going to find out why. Hello out there. I'm trying to get through.
With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
Okay, so there's this whole mistaken notion out there that if a person wants to fight you with his fist, you have no choice but to engage in a similar fist fight with him. You can't use any weapons or anything. Wrong. Now, let's take a look at an example where the person that is attacking is about 6'6", 250 pounds, and he's going up against this small person of 120 pounds, 5'4". In that case, the state very well may say, guess what? This person is a lot bigger than you. You have a legitimate reason to believe that you face serious bodily injury if you try to engage with them with a fist fight. Your use of a weapon in that case was justified. Turn the thing around, though. And if you're 6'6" and 250 pounds, and this little person comes up and he's like 5'3" and 120 pounds, the state may come back and say, no, your use of a weapon in that case was unjustified, because you had the ability to terminate the threat without the use of the weapon. And some of this also goes down to a rage issue. If the person that is taking you on is especially enraged, irrational, and belligerent, the state can take that into account. So this goes back to this whole proportional force argument that holds no water in Wisconsin and in most states. The idea is that if somebody attacks you, you have to reply in kind with a similar weapon. It's ridiculous. So for example, suppose that somebody comes at you with a knife. Are you really expected to pull out a knife to meet the threat? I mean, is this going to end up looking like West Side Story? You have to be kidding me. Just because the person has a knife does not mean that you have to meet that threat with a knife. Let's take a look at what the law says. This is Wisconsin law, 939.48. The actor, that would be Kyle, may intentionally use only such force or threat thereof as the actor reasonably believes is necessary to prevent or terminate the interference. There's nothing said in there about proportionality. And notice it says, as the actor reasonably believes. Not you, not the attacker, not even the law, what the actor reasonably believes. And of course, what is reasonable? That is also defined in the statutes down here. It says right here, starting here, the reasonableness of a person's belief is judged from the position of a person of ordinary intelligence and prudence in the same situation as the defendant, not a person identical to the defendant placed in the same situation as the defendant. So, the jury would ask themselves, if I was in this person's situation and under this condition, would I believe that I would have needed a gun to counteract this threat? Nothing about proportionality. You do not have to meet the attacker's weapon with a similar weapon. So like my video, subscribe to my channel. I got more of these coming.